Good evening, my name is Rehman Sadiq and I am truly honored to stand before you today to discuss the finding of my research topic named as an empirical study on green supply chain practices for a consumer health business in UK market, the implementation of green packaging. At first, allow me to initiate my proceeding by providing a concise overview of the focal subject wherein I shall delve into concept of a green supply chain and its pivotal role fostering environmentally conscientious practice along with the main purpose of this research as concerned about climate change, resource depletions and environmental harm continue to grow. Business are starting to recognize their responsibility to adopt ecologically responsible practices. Now I am discuss about aims and objective. The aim of this research is twofold. Firstly, to analyze the internal and external reasons that I have led to ProHealth, a major consumer health business in the UK market, embracing green supply chain practice and also examining how ProHealth package their VitaBoost nutritional supplement in an environmentally friendly way. Following the aim of my research, now I turn my attention to the specific objective that this is study to seek to address. And first object is to secure to long-term profitability and competitiveness of firms, especially in the consumer health sector. Second objective is to find out what required to build a green supply chain with an emphasis on eco-friendly packaging. And third objective is to analyze the factor driving the preventing the adoptions of green supply chain strategies. Last objective to figure out who among the Vita Boast is responsible for what aspect of meeting the aim of green packaging. About research philosophy and strategies. By providing detail of my research aim and objective, my focus now shift to the research philosophy and the strategy used in this study. There are several research philosophy, each with its own perspective on how knowledge is acquired and understood. Some common research philosophy include positivism, interpretivism, and realism, each emphasizing different way of approaching research, questioning, gathering data, and drawing conclusions. In my research, are two types of philosophical approaches are used: positivism, interpretivism. The subject now we have about the research philosophy continue. The subject nature of adopting green supply chain practices. Interpretivism is a valid theoretical framework for these investigations. Sustainable strategies such as green packaging must be interpreted in the context of individual choice, perspective, and dispositions. Lastly, collecting and evaluating fact or first-hand stories to create hypotheses or broad conclusion is an example of the inductive method of doing research. One slide is method for data collections. To ensure the validity and credibility of the research finding, a data collection process has been employed. The method which has been implemented to ensure the validity of the research is qualitative research. I propose to employ the following technique to conduct a thorough organized search for and analysis of data. And next one slide is about qualitative secondary research. The first one is data range for data search. The data range for the data search will be determined by the available literature and the scope of the research topic. Secondly, key sources are also the way it include case study, journal article, government produced information and industry papers. And thirdly, volume of data review. Due to comprehensive assessment of all relevant qualitative secondary data, the analysis will be as objective as is practically possible. And lastly, identify key themes is also the technique. This method looks for and analyzes acquiring patterns, trend and theme in the data. Data analysis and findings. Data for this research should be analyzed by following ways. First is qualitative data analysis. As noted before, the qualitative data will be analyzed using thematic analysis. Second is alternative approaches for quantitative data. Although this research focus mostly on qualitative data analysis, it is crucial to note that there may be situations when quantitative data is more readily available or helpful. Quantitative data may be analyzed in a number of ways, but there is focus on correlation analysis. The findings that emerge from the rigorous analysis are integral to shedding light on the research question posed and to addressing the object set forth. Correlation analysis table given in my slides, which is the result of my analysis, which describe the correlation matrix, reveals a close relationship between postponement strategies and revealed correlation and ER effective relationship. Since there is no correlation between any of the variables, all of the values on the diagonal are 1. The presence of correlation between set of data is represented by value that deviate from the normal distribution. Asterisks are placed next to the correlation with a significance level of 0.01 or above to trailed. Throughout the course of the research, other unexpected connections surfaced. Postponement technique have a good correlation with efficient relinishment. R is equal to 0.902, implying that companies who use POS are more likely to do so in all aspects of their supply chain. There is also only a minor association between SL and effective relinishment. R is equal to 0.033, indicating a weak connection between SL and these supply chain strategies. There seem to be positive feedback loop where companies that prioritize ER are more likely to use different method and work together with their supplier, such as R is equal to 0.914 and R is equal to 0.913 respectively. The relationship provides light on the interplay of supply chain strategies and may point the way forward for companies looking to improve the efficiency of their supply chain operations. Reflective evaluations. Now let's move toward the reflective evaluation of my presentation, which includes the approaches, potential limitation and insight of my work. The study integrated ontological and pragmatic approaches to investigate the theoretical foundations of sustainable supply chain management. However, it is essential to be aware the potential limitation of relying only on secondary data, since it may include irrelevant or outdated information. Future research might benefit from the use of primary data collection method for a fuller understanding of the problems. Using theme analysis, I kept in mind the need of being objective and rigorous while interpreting the study finding at all time. My slide is about my reflective evaluation count, and the last one is conclusions. As we draw this presentation to be a close, it becomes evident that the journey through my research work on green supply chain practice for a consumer health business in UK market My work effort has not only broadened my horizons but has also underscored the dynamic interplay between key concepts of this research. It's clear that two consumer health firms in the UK market were compared in terms of their commitment to environmentally friendly operations by analyzing their respective supply chain management practice. This study strikes our companies between theoretical models and practical implementations, ensuring the long-term health of supply network for enterprises dealing in general product. The result shed light on the contribution of some of the UK most successful business people to global initiatives to promote sustainability development. Thank you for your attentive absence throughout this presentation. May the insights shared today resonate and inspire further exploration into the realms of my research work.